Hello friends, welcome to the channel Sky's the Limit. In this video, we are going to discuss about the co-prime numbers. In my previous video, we have discussed about the natural numbers, whole numbers, prime numbers, integers. Okay, so next let us see what is co-prime numbers. So co-prime numbers is set of two prime numbers, set of two numbers which have HCF, that is 1, that is highest common factor to be 1. For example, you can take 2 and 3. What is the factor for 2? The factor of 2 is 1 as well as 2. And for factor of 3 is 1 and 3. So what is common here? 1 is common, right? So highest common factor is common. We have to see the common thing. So which is the common one? So the numbers or the set of prime numbers for which the common HCF, that is highest common factor, is 1, such prime numbers are called as co-prime numbers. Hope you understood. Next we have the twin prime. What is twin prime? Set of two prime numbers, difference between them is 2. For example, you can take 5 is a prime number and 7 is a prime number. So what is the difference between 5 and 7? It is 2, right? And 11 and 13, 11 minus 13 is again 2. 17 minus 19 is again 2. So therefore, twin prime numbers are the one in which the difference between the two prime numbers is 2. So in the objectives, they will be giving you 4 options, and out of that 4 options, they will ask you which is the twin prime number out of the 4. Okay. So in the option, all the 4 examples will be of prime numbers only. So you have to just make it out that what is the difference between the two prime numbers. If it is 2, then we called it as prime number. This is again another important point, that from 1 to 100 there are how many prime numbers? Can anyone tell this? So there are total 8 prime numbers. Okay, so between 1 to 100 there are how many twins prime number? We have 8 prime numbers. Hope you understood this. So next, moving to the another example based on the co-prime number. This is the previous year questions of CTET. So just look at it, what it says. We have here, if x root 243 is equals to y root 867, where x and y were co-prime, find the value of x minus y. So here what you have to do, you have to find the value for x and y. So first thing what you will do is, you will take x and y to one side. Okay, so that what we can do is, we can take the ratio, that is x by y. So this will be like root of 867 divided by 243. Now this is divisible, so it will be like 289 divided by 81, and then 17 we have as a square root of 289 is 17, and square root of 81 is 9. So therefore we will get 17 by 9. This is what? This is x by y. So therefore x will be equal to 17 and y will be equal to 9, since it is in a ratio. So therefore we can say that 17 minus 9 will be what? 8. So that is the value for x minus y. We found it to be 8. Okay, hope you understood this. Next, moving to the another example. See, next we have the perfect square. So what is perfect square? Suppose we'll understand it with the help of example. We have 8. What is the factor of 8? Factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4 and 8. So here what you have to do is, you have to leave this 8. Okay, these are the factors of 8. Out of this 8 itself you have to leave it. Okay, you have to leave 8 and you have to add rest of the factors. So 1 plus 2 plus 4 will give you what? 7, right? Now 7 is less than 8. If it is less than 8, then that number is not a perfect square. Okay, if the number what we obtained by adding the rest of the factors, if it is less than the actual number, then such number is not the perfect square. Next, let us move forward. See here we have 6. What are the factors of 6? It is 1, 2, 3 and 6. What I said, if we have to leave 6 and we have to add the rest of the numbers. So when we add that, what we will get? 1 plus 3 plus 6. So this is equal to 6, right? So we can say that, see here, this was less than 8 but not equal to 8, right? So therefore we have to see if it is equal to that number, then we called it as a perfect square. Now here in this example we got this sum to be 6, so therefore we can say that this is the perfect square. Now next example we have here, that is 1, 5. The factors of 26 are 1, 5 and 25. We have to leave 25 and add the other number. So 5 plus 1 is what? 6. So therefore we can say that it is not the perfect square. Next, if we check the 28, the factors of 28 are 1, 2, 4, 7, 14 and 28. Leaving 28, add the rest of the factors. When we add all the factors, we will get it to be 28. So therefore we will say that 28 is the perfect square. Hope you understood what is perfect square. Then next we have very important formulae, which is like very important as per the exam point of view. So those are, sum of the natural numbers is given by n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, and this is the square of the natural numbers, that is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square so on up to n square will be equal to n into n plus 1 to n plus 1 divided by 6. Sum of nth natural numbers, okay, sum of n natural numbers will be what? It is n into n plus 1, where your n will be equal to L by 2. L is your last number. Okay, I'll be explaining this with an example. It will be more clear to you. So here n is the number of terms and L is the last term. Next we have sum of nth odd numbers. So what is it? It is equal to n square. Okay, so now this n square, here also your n will be equal to L plus 1 divided by 2, where L is the last number. We shall understand it with the help of examples. So see here, the first is the sum of all the natural numbers. So sum of all natural number is given by n into n plus 1, right? So therefore here n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So what is the last number we have here? It is 90. So 90 into 90 plus 1 divided by 2 will give you 4095. Okay, 4095 is the sum of all these natural numbers. Next, here we have the second example, that is 2 plus 4 plus 6 so on up to 40. These are all what? Natural numbers, natural plus even natural numbers. So sum of n even numbers is given by n into n plus 1. So n into n plus 1, what you have to do in order to find the value of n, you have the first step is you have to substitute that n is equals to L by 2, where L is the last number divided by 2 will give you what? 20. Now substitute the value of 20 in this equation so that you will get the answer to be 420. Next we have that 5. These all are odd, right? So on up to 33, which is equal to n square. So here in order to find the value of n, you have to take that n, this is our L, n is equals to L plus 1 divided by 2. So what is the last number? It is 33 plus 1 divided by 2 will give you 34 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 1 carry, 2 sevens are 14. So therefore 17 is the value for n. We have to do n square. So therefore carefully you have to square it. So in the option you will find that 17 is also one of the option. Okay, so in a hurry what we do is we mark 17 as the answer, but the actual formula to find the n odd number is n square. So therefore this is 17 square. Hope you understood this. Next we shall see, this is 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16 so on up to 100, which is equal to n into n plus 1. So this is in the form of 1 square, 4, that is 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, right? So this is in the form of this. So therefore in order to find the series n sum of the squares is given by n into n plus 1 to n plus 1 divided by 6. So therefore Here your n represents this, the last number, that is this 100 is what, 10 square, right? We will get 10 square to be 100. So this 10 is your n. Now substitute the value of n in this equation. We will get 10 into n plus 1 is 11, 2n plus 1 is 21 divided by 6. We will find its answer to be, this is an assignment for you, just find the answer and write it down. Okay, here you have some trick to find the natural number. This trick is very useful in order to find it very quickly. So what is the trick to find the natural number? Suppose you have the number 11 plus 12. First we shall solve it step by step, then we'll go to the trick. Okay, so 11 plus 12 plus so on up to 50. So what is the sum of it? Here your 11 represents the first number and 50 is the last number. So sum of the term is given by the formula Sn is equals to n by 2 L plus A. So here we don't know what is n. In order to find n, we have another formula, that is L minus A divided by D plus 1. So here L is the last number, that is 50, minus A is our 11 divided by D. D is the difference, that is 12 minus 11, it is 1, plus 1. After solving this, we will find it to be 40. So this is the sum of the numbers. Now this is our 40, right? Now here, if it is either even or odd, the difference will be what? 2. Or if it is a simple natural number, the difference will be 1. By this I mean to say, if it is 1, 3, 5, 7, what is the difference between 1 and 3? It is 2. 3 and 5 it is 2. 5 and 7 it is 2. So if it is odd, we will get the difference to be 2. Or even, that is 2, 4, 6, 8. The difference between 2 and 4 is 2. 4 and 6 is 2. And 6 and 8 is 2. So therefore, if it is either even or odd, you have to take it to be 2. Or if it is even number, then you have to simply mention it to be 1. The difference is 1. Now, we just have found the value for n. We have to substitute that value of n in this equation. So therefore, once we substitute that n is equals to 40 divided by 2, L is the last number, that is 50 plus 1. We will find it to be 1220. This is the procedure, okay, step by step procedure. In order to avoid so much long calculation, we have one trick, and that trick formula, you have to just remember this formula. Okay, what is that formula? You just have to remember this simple formula, that is L plus A into L minus A plus 1 divided by 2. So here, what is the last number? We know it to be 50. And the first number is 11. Last number is 50 minus 11 plus 1 divided by 2. We simply will give you the answer to be 1220. So this is only one step calculation, whereas we calculated it in so many steps. So we can say that trick is very useful, okay, in order to fasten our calculation. So therefore this trick is very helpful, and this you can apply it in any competitive exams, aptitude test. Okay, so this trick is very helpful. Then next, taken an example. See here, find the sum of all natural numbers between 50 to 100. So here, one thing what we have to notice is that if it is between, then we don't have to take 50. We should not start it with 50, that 50, 51, 52, so on up to 100. They have clearly mentioned that it is between 50 to 100. That means between 50 to 100 means it have to start from 51, right? So between means it is after between 50 to 100, that is 51, 52, so on up to 99. In between 50 to 100, these are the numbers. Now, if you want to find the sum of this natural numbers, since it will be a lengthy process, we have a trick. Just now we learned about it. So the trick is what? What is the formula of the trick? It is L plus A into L minus A plus 1 divided by 2, right? So L is our last number, that is 99. A is our first number, that is 51. That is 99 minus 51 plus 1 will give us what? 50. Sorry, this is 50 divided by 2. We will find it to be 330. Hope you have understood how to use this trick. So let us do a quick summary. In this video, we studied about the co-prime numbers. The co-prime numbers are the one where the common the HCF is 1. Twin prime numbers is the one where the difference between the two prime number is 2. Then next we have the perfect square. If the number have the factors, leaving that number, rest all you have to add, and once it is equal to the same number, we'll call it to be perfect square. If it is not equal, then we'll say that number is not perfect square. Whereas here 6 we found it to be a perfect square. Then next we saw some important formulas. Okay, these are the formulas to find the natural numbers, the sum of the squares of the natural numbers. Then we have even numbers and odd numbers. These formula you have to just by heart it. These formulas should be at the tip, okay, so that you can fasten your calculation. Then we saw some examples relating to the previous formulas, and then we solve one example based on it, and later we had the trick to find the sum of the natural numbers, and the formula is this. Hope you have understood. So in the next video we shall discuss about the factors, the multipliers, and the HCF, LCM. Okay, hope you have liked the videos. Kindly share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you friends.